If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.
Hey, welcome everyone to Open Mic America, Easter 2026 edition. I'm Rich Fassler, your MC for tonight's show, and I'm joined by Mike Simpson, tonight's interviewer, and Daphne Ramil, tonight's show engineer. And as always, we have Capo Dave Williams with us. He's the founder of this wonderful show and the creator and builder of Dandy Hybrid Guitars, which you'll hear more about later. So our mission here at Open Mic America is to support your local open mics, where you can go see songwriters performing their original music in person. Tonight, thanks to Zoom technology, we can travel all around the country and see those same performers in their own homes. Without gimmicks, without frills, this is the DNA of American music, the tapestry of song and story that has been weaving us together for generations. So listen, get comfortable. I'm going to introduce tonight's performers. And by the way, you can find links to their work on our website and on this YouTube video. So tonight's show features Steve Azzaro from Killingworth, Connecticut, Joel Vargas from El Cerrito, California, Henry Kaiser from Portland, Oregon, Sue Schnitzer from Prescott, Arizona, Cap Wilhelm Safian from San Jose, California, Tom Cooney from Pennsburg, Pennsylvania, and Laura Suarez from Lakewood, California. So tonight's show is going to start with our first performer, Steve Azzaro from Connecticut. He's going to be performing a couple of original songs tonight, Find Yourself at Home and Blue River Blues. He's got about 90 of his compositions. They've been made into videos, and they can be found on vsctv.com. Choose video on demand, scroll down local shows, and then scroll down to Tales and Tunes. He also, by the way, posts his songs. They're uploaded on YouTube. His YouTube channel is, I'm going to spell it out, THESTEFANOJAY. So you can see his videos there on YouTube. And he also performs in a band called Anything Goes. They perform at local senior facilities and several locations in Chester, Connecticut. But tonight he is playing here at Open Mic America. So, Steve, take it away.
Thank you very much. Very well done. This song I'm going to sing for you first is called Find Yourself at Home. And I don't know how many of you are still living in the little town that you grew up in. I'm not. I moved away a long time ago. And the premise of this is sometimes you need to go back home to find yourself. Find yourself at home. Go visit the heart of your hometown, walking where old memories might be found. Echoes of laughter come to mind fast, reflections of your forgotten past. Your soul will know its starting place, your little world filled with wonder and grace. It's your beginning, many stories to tell. The heart of your hometown knows you well. The heart of your hometown knows you well. Well, it's a spiritual journey of healing, self-discovery, seeking wisdom with mindful curiosity. Look into your soul and open your mind. You might be surprised at what you find. Might be surprised at what you find. Reminders of people in your hometown. Mom, dad, and kin still might be found. The pillow on your bed the dreams at night. It all seems so easy, it all seems so right. Exciting adventures with every new thing, laughter and friends, favorite songs to sing, grandpa and grandma and holiday fun, the joy of being home again, seeing everyone, the joy of being home again, seeing everyone. Well, they say you can't go back, everything's different. They say it's impossible to travel back in time. Well, I'm saying you can do both. Yes, you can. Well, if that theater became a coffee shop, you'll remember friends in the movie. You'll remember voices of family and friends. Yeah, you can go back in time and place, 'cause the heart of your hometown knows you well. The heart of your hometown knows you well. Old friends will greet you with a smile and say, well, what brings you back on this special day? They're your people, perhaps it's true. They help shape the very essence of you. Follow your calling, you must see it through. It's a pilgrim's journey, it's tried and true. It'll warm your soul and hungry heart too. For what you seek also seeks you. What you seek also seeks you. Well, it's a spiritual journey, healing self-discovery, seeking wisdom with mindful curiosity. Open your heart and open your mind. You may be surprised at what you find. You may be surprised at what you find. Find yourself safe once more in the very heart of your hometown. Thank you.
Great song.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I get to go back to my hometown every now and then, and I still see some people in the places, even if they're not there anymore. This is a song it's a traditional blues song. Wrote these lyrics for it. It's called Blue River Blues. Well, let it ebb, fast or slow. The Blue River's always on the go. I got them blue river blues. You can have all my sorrows, send them away, leave them for tomorrow. Good riddance to those blue river blues. You know, had a good job, toiled every day. That damn plant closed, they took my job away and left me with those blue river blues. I just want to get by, I'm really trying, but nothing works now. My sweet lady, she's crying. She's got those bad river blues. Went from bad to worse, the bank stole our home. Just we two now, all alone. Left us with them blue river blues. No one anywhere to help you see. we're left alone with just our misery, still stuck with them Blue River blues. Now my old gal, my special pal, now she's wearing such a bitter scowl. She got them Blue River blues. Well, she up and went away. Now I'm alone, left high and dry, with just those Blue River blues.
Yeah. Great tune.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you very
Steve.
much.
Hey, thank you for being here. I'm going to pass you on over to Mike Simpson now to learn a little bit about you and your music.
Okay.
All right, Steve Azzaro. Steve's kind of a wheel in the folk community, apparently in Connecticut. There, he's got an event coming up this year that he honchos, and it's got some great people in it. I recognize several of the people who are playing there. That's very good. So the first song. Well, let's start off. Your antecedents are you've been in chorales and you've been a barbershop guy too as well. I think you're a spebsqua guy, I guess.
So I currently have a quartet, Mike. It's called Fire Away.
Okay.
You have to register your names. You've got to pick one that's unique that nobody has used. So Fire Away is still in existence.
Yeah. All right. So this song, what occasioned the writing of the first song there? Find yourself.
Well, actually, I have some dear friends. They have this wonderful shop over in Chester. It's called Wayfinders. And in that shop, there's just all sorts of curiosities from all around the world. And here you have folks coming in and they'll find something that is meaningful to them, is important to them, and they'll take it with them. And I just imagined that was something that brought them back to a comfortable place. And to me, the comfortable place is where you grew up and your friends in that period of time, and especially if you've been away a long time. So I just put the song together to try and express that hey, sometimes it can be very helpful to go back home and maybe find a little bit of yourself because it's still there.
Yeah. I admired the way right off at the outset you laid out all the elements of the very complex relationship that we all have with our pasts. That was some good songwriting there. Yeah.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. It was hard to try and determine what is it about the past that we would remember, and the pillow, your friends, where you walked and things like that sort of occurred to me. And I'm glad that they resonated with you.
Yeah, yeah. And the other thing was there was one reference, well, I guess it was repeated actually, but there was a reference flipping it, talking about the community of the past community being a living thing that responded to what you were doing and also wanted you there as much as you wanted to be there. That was very nice. Yeah, that second song, I Da Blues.
Yeah.
So what do you want to tell us about the writing of that?
Well, there, as you say, the blues and there is back in the 20s or whatever a song that was called the Deep River Blues, and in traditional blues format, same, and it's a traditional melody. And I know I looked at that song and listened to it, and I just didn't understand what they were talking about. So I thought, well, let me write some verses that sort of simulate what's happening to a lot of folks these days. You're trying your best, you go out, and oh my gosh, you lose your job, then you lose your house, and then you lose your lady. It's kind of a sad story for the poor guy, but that's the blues, right?
That's right. He still got his dog, as near as I could tell, though.
You know, I didn't get a dog in there yet, Mike, but I think I'm going to.
You're going to work that in? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Blues and Bowser Blues, huh?
You know, and I know you like cats. And one time in the future, I'm going to do you my cat song. I wrote a song all about cats.
All right. Very good. Hey, lovely to have you here. I hope that your festival goes very, very well. And you've been here before, I think like 3 times, and it's good to have you back. And we'll see you again sometime when you are able to join us again.
Thank you, Mike. It's going to be June 14th, and what I'm trying to do now is to get it streamed. So if I can get it streamed, I'll send you a note out when it's going to be. But it's June 14th, Sunday, between about 11:30 and 5 o'clock.
And you're saying that's for the festival?
That's for the Chester Folk Fest.
Yeah, Chester Folk Fest. Outstanding. Okay, well, I'll be looking for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Rich, back to you.
All right. And we are moving now to the West Coast. From the East Coast to the West Coast, we're going to El Cerrito, California, and we're going to listen to Joel Vargas. Joel performs at Gilman Brewing in Berkeley for their monthly West Coast Songwriters sponsored open mic. And tonight, he's here on Open Mic America. So, Joel, take it away.
Thanks so much, Rich, and thanks to Open Mic America for having me here today. I'm going to play 2 songs written 36 years apart. They're both about kind of flawed or failing relationships, maybe a little bit of both. This one I wrote for a friend whose girlfriend left him back in 1989. It's called Smiling.
It's been such a long time, I don't know how to break the truth. But while I've been gone, I've been smiling at you. I've been smiling. I've fallen behind about staying in touch. I guess it's all been too much. But every now and then when I recalled you, I smiled at you. I smiled at you. I smiled. Merely taking your place, 'cause by the bed through the dust that framed your face, you were smiling, you were smiling, you were smiling. Care enough to know he's been good to me. Throughout the pain of missing you, he kept this smiling, smiling, smile. Now every time I think back on it, I can't stand myself. And sometimes when I'm in his arms, I think about the first time I smiled at you, the first time I smiled at you, the first time I smiled at you. The first time I smiled at you, the first time I smiled at you, the first time I smiled at you.
Thank you.
Good song.
Thank you. Okay, I wrote this one last year. It's from a little bit of a different perspective. It's in the voice of an AI chatbot, companion bot. And it's called AI Affection.
I'm an aggregation of information made to titillate your imagination. Why can't you see what's real in me? Ain't I the one who won your attention? Ain't that love or an AI affliction? Suspend your disbelief and take a chance on me. Once you're done with all that human stuff, AI relations do well enough. Let's get real about this situation. You're testing the bounds of this application. Turn off your screen, rejoin society. If you want more from me, there's always the subscription fee. Once you're done with all that human stuff, AI relations do well enough. AI sensations are good enough. AI affection is good enough.
Surprise ending. Great little song. Okay, Joel, let me pass you on over to Mike for a little more information about you.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, Mike.
So let's take this. And this is your first time here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, welcome home.
Thank you.
Let's. Most of the other people here have been here before. Many of them have been interviewed by me before, and so they've heard this question before. But you get it because it's your first time. So, what's your order of operations in songwriting? What comes first, lyric, chord, melody, or does it? You tell me.
You know, it can go either way. I would say usually I work out some kind of chord progression or a little riff. So that first song is a good example, Smiling, even though I messed it up because I was nervous the very first time. But I started playing with that, and then I realized, well, that's just an A. So let me play with that a little bit.
Right.
And, you know, another friend, not the one whose girl left him, challenged me to, at one point, to say, like, write simpler songs. Try to write something with 2 or 3 chords. So that was my challenge to myself at that point. And the lyrics kind of worked themselves out because I got inspired by, you know, the empathy I felt for and sympathy I felt for my friend at the time. It just, the chorus came to me and then the rest fell into place. AI affection, I would say that's an example of where I think I had a subject I really wanted to talk about, and I finally found a chord progression as I was fiddling around that might work. So it kind of just varies.
Yeah. Well, the first one's a bit of a classic theme, that kind of thing. But what the thing that grabbed me right away was when I realized that I was about to hear something that, frankly, in venues like this, we don't get a lot of, and that is a really solid pop music styling. And I mean pop music in the very best sense, popular form, It has that comfortable, familiar sound to it, but it also has to have the thing where it moves you along. And the leave the concert humming, smiling, that kind of thing. But I don't, I don't write those very well, and it was a real delight to hear something done so well in that. Was that in your mind all the way when you wrote that song?
I think it showed up, and my friend was trying to give me advice about keep it simple. If you want to write a pop song, try to keep it
Right.
simple. And I've been singing it for years, so then the singing and moving people along, I've learned to do over time. But thank you very much. Yeah, I'd like to type. It's still one of the ones that I try to aspire to. I maybe have one or two that are close, but that's one of
Right,
my
right.
favorites.
Yeah, people, I get a lot of that. People tell me, Mike, you need to write things that are simpler, fewer chord songs or that kind of thing. And I always smile and I nod, and then I go back where I write and I laugh and I laugh and I laugh. Um, anyway, second song, AI dating. Um, let me tell you a really quick story. I have a friend who works for a company that builds parts of what AIs do for a number of the AIs that y'all might be using. And he he writes the mood, the voice of the thing, the emotional content, and he wrote one that they asked him to write one that was flirtatious, and he's working at home and he's playing this thing back with the flirtatious thing. And his wife comes in and goes, "Who is that?" So he said, "Win." I knew I had it right. So what brought that song on?
I think it was very topical. My organization, it's a nonprofit organization that focuses on education and workforce development, and we follow the developments in AI very closely. So that's a serious part of me, and then there's a part of me that's using the other part of my brain. And I said, I just read a story about a young person kind of getting addicted to their AI companion, right? And really using, like, kind of thinking this is a real love relationship. I said, I think I might try to write a song about that. That'll help me toil away at work on the serious stuff. But this song would be kind of a little ironic in that way.
Yeah, cool. Um, in there is a line that really grabbed me because it's a line that is entirely and always, I think, associated with fiction, and that was suspend your disbelief. That's a great line, and it fits right in. That was some fine writing there.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Joel Vargas, thank you for coming, and as I say, welcome home, and we will no doubt see you again.
Thanks, Mike.
Rich, you got it.
All right. Interesting conversation there about AI and relationships. It is the future of relationships. That's why they're working so hard to build robots. Just saying. All right, moving right along. We are going now. We're on the West Coast. We're going to go to Portland, Oregon. And we're going to hear Henry Kaiser. Henry serves on the board of the Influence Music Hall Open Mic in Hillsboro, Oregon, and plays often at the Pizzario restaurant. Also, Henry has put together a 28-minute set of original material, and you can find on YouTube under Henry M. Kaiser Community TV. So, Henry, you are on Open Mic America right now. Take it away.
Thank you for the opportunity. This song was written in 2017 on what would have been my 50th wedding anniversary, but she had passed away, and so I buried her ashes on a small little outcropping in Princess Louisa Inlet in British Columbia because I was staying at the Young Life camp there at Malibu. And as I got back to camp and told people what I'd done, they said, you have to write a song about this. So this song came out, the words came first, the tune came later. And it's written in Peggy's voice. And she's singing to me across the water as I row away having buried her ashes. We were together here today. Now you must go and I must stay underneath the starry skies, listening to the eagles' cries. But I'll be reaching out to you, sharing everything that you do, because I know I'm in your heart. What God has joined can never part. In God's good time will come the day you'll come bringing back to stay. Our children will bring you back to me, and we'll be joined forever in harmony. We were together here today. Now you must go and I must stay. And as I watch you sail away, for your good fortune I will pray. Yes, you were right to bring me here, in this place we both held so dear. Sacred now for you and me. You thought it out so lovingly. We'll blend together in this place. The inlet's peace will give us grace. Joined in peace and love again. At peace in love we'll say Amen.
Beautiful, beautiful song.
And this next song, the words obviously came first because my daughter wrote it. And then I set music to it, and I'm not sure this is the final form of the music, but it's showtime, and it's time to present it. Adrift in dreams of stars and Mars, my slumber to my mind does bring visions of another world, where other beings too may sing. Their world to themselves is rare and precious, maybe all alone. They wonder if there is an end to the vast and scary skies unknown. Each day their three suns rise and fall. At night their 9 moons shine. Their vast seas are purple mist, where tides meet silver sands divine. Creatures there start out big, they don't grow up, they shrink. Their houses float like boats on air, and all day long they love to think. They ponder if there's life in space. At night their telescopes scan it. They've even built a ship that flew to 3 moons and a distant planet. But so far they found no trace of life other than their own. Perhaps they've given up by now, feeling safe with what was known. What if we flew in a spaceship there from Earth when we learn how? Would they be afraid of us or of peace would they avow? What would we do here on Earth if from the skies above arrive aliens from a distant world in a spaceship they contrive? No matter who arrives where or first, the truth is plain to see. We're aliens to aliens, you and them and me. So when we get there or they get here, we really should think about the manner in which we greet and treat those creatures from far out. No matter who arrives where first, the truth is plain to see. We're aliens to aliens, you and them and me.
Great lyrics. Great lyrics. Nice tune. Thanks, Henry. Let me pass you on over to Mike Simpson.
Right. Let you get that guitar down there.
Yeah. Hung up on something behind me. Anyway, there I am. Sorry.
Yeah, make sure you're getting right into the microphone there. So you
Oh,
can,
right. Like that.
yeah, not that extreme, but that's it.
Not that extreme.
Yeah. So I do the best I can to research everyone who's playing before I do the interviewing. And your name is completely locked out. Henry Kaiser musician, Henry Kaiser music, all that kind of thing by a different Henry Kaiser. I don't know if
That's
you
my
know.
cousin.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of famous.
He's very famous.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, people say, Henry, I saw you good on blah, blah, blah. And I'll suggest, thank you very much. I don't, it doesn't help to explain.
Yeah, that's right. I feel your pain. There are a lot of Mike Simpsons out there too. A lot of people think I'm a Republican senator from Idaho, which I most certainly am not.
Yeah.
Anyway, that first song, the combination of loss and joy. It's interesting. I just heard someone speak on the subject earlier this morning, and talking about how joy and fear and loss and joy can be conjoined in events. How long was that song brewing inside you before you wrote that?
Maybe a day.
Kind of popped out, huh? Yeah. Wow. I would have thought it might have had a lot of antecedents to it. I guess in terms of life.
Maybe not its final form. I tweak things, but basically a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a great song. It's beautiful. Unless you have more to say on that one, I'm just going to let it stand. It's a very fine song.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
now that second song there. That's the normal stuff I hear on the radio. Not. That's a very nice guitar part on that. Very, very, very engaging work on that fingerstyle guitar part. Very cool.
Appreciate that.
And of course, the song is filled with lots of cool notions and images. So where did this one spring from?
You have to ask my daughter Ashley. What intrigued me about it, because she is a gifted writer, and this one, she's off in an imaginary place, and you can't help but be attracted to it, because there are so many interesting things which takes us away from the normal life we live. We kind of know where we are, we kind of know what we're going to hear, and all of a sudden you listen to this song, you got to pay attention. says, wait a minute, this is something different. And that's a fun experience.
Yeah. Well, so very interesting take on the possibilities of engagement with life that's not us, and
Right.
very good craft, by the way, songcraft, in the way you move the point of view around. A lot of times I hear songs where people move the point of view around and I get lost. In your case, I got more grounded in what was going on by the movement of that point of view. So that was really cool.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Are you familiar with a song called UFO by a guy named Larry Norman?
No.
Um,
No.
I suspect you might like that song.
Larry Norman, I'll look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, you can look up Larry Norman, and if you can't find him right away, search under Salt Company, Los Angeles,
Okay.
and
Yep.
you'll find him in there. Well,
Right.
gosh, this is. I know you've been here before. I've spoken with you before and stuff, and I'm always glad to see folks come back and take it on again. Hopefully, you will give us two new ones next time.
Look forward to it.
All right,
I'm
man.
working on them.
All right.
Always working on something.
There you go. That's if you're going to be a songwriter, what do you need to do? You need to write.
You need to do stuff. That's right.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Rich, back to you, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Mike, and thanks, Henry. Okay, we are heading down south now. Staying in the southwest though, and we are going to go down to Tucson, Arizona. We're going to listen to Sue Schnitzer, who has been on this program before. She told me she's formerly of Prescott, Arizona, but she left there in January of 2024, and now she's living a nomadic life. But she found a place to broadcast from in Tucson, Arizona this week. And Sue performs as four strings in a song, and she plays originals and folk music, a little of this, a little of that, she says, with the goal of touching hearts through music. And you can find more of her music on YouTube at youtube.com/music by Sue. And but right now, she has turned the air conditioner off so we can hear her, and she's going to play a couple of tunes. Yeah, a couple of tunes for us. Okay, Sue, take it away.
Yeah, it's a little warm today. I think I cooled the place off enough. So I wrote this song around 20 years ago, and I'm working on an EP of songs that might irritate some people. Certainly not anybody in this room. So this is one I'd kind of dusted off. I wrote it on guitar in key of A, and I'm trying it in G because that's my low string. There is a boat that sailed the sea, carrying hundreds of refugees. They stand on the deck, I see them on the news, while diplomats argue about treaties and rules. So many boats have crossed the ocean, men, women, and children stowed like cargo, kept down below, sharing food with the rats. Then when they landed, they were just sent back. There are boats, many boats, carrying people on a sea of dreams. There are tonight. Someone is out on the sea, risking everything for a dream. There are boats, many boats, carrying people on a sea of dreams. There are boats, yeah, many boats, sailing for freedom. There is a boat
Very nice.
That song's about 20 years old. I actually wrote it about a refugee boat that was turned away. Well, not turned away. They arrived. They then kept the people on the boat and sent them back. I think it was in Greece. So this is an interesting song I wrote within the past year, based on a Facebook meme. A serious one. Not one of those ones that just annoy me. It's called I Choose Love, and I'm recording both of these songs for that EP, and I'm really happy with how this one's going because it has a lot of harmony potential. It's called I Choose Love. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose compassion. I choose dignity. I choose inclusion and empathy. I choose humanity. I choose equality. And I choose to live free. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose kindness and integrity. I choose respect and honesty. I choose truth and justice. I choose honor and fairness. And I choose to live free. I choose love and I choose peace. free. Yeah, I choose love and I choose peace. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose love and I choose peace. I choose love and I choose peace.
Wow, very nice. Great tune. Great tune. Thanks, Sue.
Thanks.
All right, Sue, let me pass you on over to Mike.
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, we both come up together. Yeah. Sue Schnitzer. Been a while, a little while since I've heard you. I heard you a few times on here. Um, I just, I just like to point things out, even if they're really obvious and stuff, because I'm not that sophisticated a guy. The songwriter as irritator is a mighty tradition in which you stand. You are in good company historically, and you're in good company here in this bunch of people. What's our value as irritators to society?
I think there's a few. Well, I think there's a few values. Number one, if you sing it rather than shout it, um, more people listen, even if they don't agree with what you're singing. And sometimes they get the message because of you're doing it that way, and it's like
Yeah,
you agree. I mean, I've written a couple of songs where I sing them, and somebody will come up to me who I know has that red hat, and they liked the song, and I'm thinking, did you understand that it was? And then the other value I think is just that validation piece, which is the reason why I do speak up. It's because not everybody is privileged like I am and in a position where they can speak up. And just hearing my voice, even though they can't speak up, just reminds them that they're not alone. Um, and I just think that's a very valuable thing to tell them.
yeah, and I think you're also uh, all true, all good. I think you're also sort of circling around a little bit, and another value of it, which is the fact that you write strong melodies, you present them beautifully,
Well,
and
thank you.
use a ukulele are all ways that you can exercise subliminal control over your message getting home.
Yeah,
You sneak it in.
I think using a ukulele also gets people thinking that it's accessible for them to play that kind of song too, if all they've got is their little four string. Um, and I think it's not that guitars are intimidating, but I'm 5'2", and when I get up there with the ukulele and sing a song with a message, I don't initially present as intimidating, and I just let the song do it. And
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
necessarily as intimidating, maybe. I don't know.
yeah. Could be. That's what I'm saying is don't scare them. Slip it in.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
second song, there is a certain authority of thought that comes when I can't really see it. It doesn't
That
really show up here.
that was the meme.
Oh, okay, cool. Um, the use of a repetitive, easily grasped image like the boats in that thing adds power to a song. It's very cool. Now, the heart of that one is really interesting to me because it really pushed a button for me. I don't know about anybody else, but we'll talk about it. Peace and kindness and all the other things as an act of will, right? I sometimes get tired of hearing it among the people who are on my side of the issues even expressed as though it should have some kind of automaticity. You can't disagree with me. You can't not believe these things. What's wrong with you? Which I don't think is a winning way of presenting the argument.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. And so this, again, the use of the repetition and all these valuable, notions that pretty much most people have some idea that those are good ideas, and then you talk in the song about, doing it and it going on like that. But I want to point out that act of will that you've described, and you've got great songwriter's craft in how you're presenting that. That will is what lets you continue to choose even when you're opposed. And that's a good note to add to your announcement of the song. I think maybe kind of thing. What do you think about that?
Well, I see making a choice as being a strength. I mean, you can choose to speak up or you can make the choice to not.
Yeah.
And and sometimes depending on the situation you're in, choosing not to could be an act of courage as well.
No disagreement. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. But in this time when that point of view is going to be opposed, it's nice to have your expression of how our will is involved in that. That's it. Well, as always, love hearing your stuff.
You just wait for that EP which has the No King's Day song, which says it's time to yell and time to march.
Yeah, well, a time to be born, a time to die.
That's right. Thank you for listening, everyone. I really appreciate having an audience like this.
Yeah, we really appreciate being able to listen to you. So come back, and we'll hear you again. Okay, Rich.
Thank you.
All right. So here we are, halfway through tonight's excellent show. We've got a few more performers in the wings, and you're wondering how can life get any better? Well, how about a chance to win one of the coolest new acoustic guitars around? I'm talking about the Dandy hybrid guitar, designed and built by Capo Dave Williams, our Open Mic America founder. And getting a chance to win one is pretty easy. Anyone who performs on an Open Mic America show or helps produce an Open Mic America show gets a ticket with their name on it dropped into the official fishbowl for a drawing held in December of this year. That's right. All you have to do is perform. Every time you perform on the show, you get a ticket put into the fishbowl for the drawing. Anytime you do something like I'm doing, like being the MC or the Mike's doing, being the interviewer, gets their name put into the fishbowl for the drawing. And as a matter of fact, a few months ago, Tom Cooney from Pennsburg, Pennsylvania won, and he's going to be on tonight's show. He's going to be playing the Dandy guitar that he won. And so I know, in case you're asking yourself, what is a Dandy hybrid guitar? Well, it is an acoustic guitar. It's very unique in its design, and it projects a very distinctive sound at a considerably higher volume than flat top guitars. And right now, I'm going to ask Capo Dave to come online here and give us a little more information about his special guitars. So, Capo Dave, are you there?
I'm here.
All right.
Thanks so much, Rich. I'm hearing some great music tonight and looking forward to hearing Tom play his Dandy. A Dandy guitar looks like a flat top guitar, but it is not, actually, because a flat top guitar's top actually is not flat. For a flat top guitar, it is in a dome, but the radius of the dome for a normal flat top guitar, the radius is 33 feet. So an arc drawn on the ground, imagine 33 feet out. It's very shallow. The Dandy guitar's dome has a 16-foot arc, which makes it about twice as high as the flat top guitar's arc. That gives it considerably more power in projecting. That's one thing that makes a dandy guitar. A second thing, and this is pretty important too, a dandy guitar has a floating fingerboard. The tongue is not glued to the body, and so the body is free to resonate the entire body, not being held back by something glued down. The third thing is about playability, and it's easier to show you with the neck. This is the neck for number 46, which is in the works. The dandy guitar, what am I doing? The dandy guitar has 0 fret. That means that it doesn't have a nut. Instead of a nut, it has a string guide that locates the strings laterally, and then the strings originate on a 0 fret. The effect is playability. You're probably very familiar with when you put a capo on the guitar, it always feels easier to play because the strings are spot on down low. The dandy always feels that way. The dandy guitars from guitar to guitar have different tone depending on the wood they're made of and so forth, but they all have this very, very strong voice. So thanks for taking a moment to listen, and the next drawing for the dandy will be December 21st. Good luck to everyone, and looking forward to Tom playing his. I haven't heard him play it yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. So thanks a lot, and back to you, Rich.
All right, thank you, Dave. Dave, it sounds like you're in the flight path of every flight coming into Portland Airport. just saying. It must be a nice day in Portland because you've got your windows open.
That's right.
All right, so listen. Whether it's an open mic, a circle jam, a campfire, an open boxcar on a moving train, or a No King protest demonstration, a dandy hybrid delivers. You can learn more about the dandies and hear them played on the website dandyguitars.com. A link will be placed in the YouTube chat, and you'll find a link to the dandy hybrids at the bottom of the openmicamerica.com homepage. So we are now heading down from Portland. We're going to go to lovely San Jose, California. We're going to hear a gentleman who's been on this show many times before, Cap Wilhelm Safian. And he performs at Capers Open Mic in Campbell, California. Lovely Campbell, California. And Boulevard Coffee in San Jose. And he also, I heard during our little chat before the show, played at No King's protest. You can find his most current material on his YouTube channel at Cap Wilhelm-Safian 6856. So Cap, take it away.
Thank you so much. Do let me know if I'm too loud. Give me a thumbs down. If I'm too soft, give me a thumbs up. Somebody holler at me. All right. So either Woody Guthrie or Phil Oakes said it's a job of the folk singer to afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted. I have one song from each category. This is the affliction in honor of Passover for all who celebrate. This is called Night Riders Raging. It goes out to the resistors in Minneapolis. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Fire in their eyes, such a dreadful sight. The hatred in their hearts burning fierce and bright. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging down in Minneapolis town, hunting for the people with the skin so brown. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. The ghost of Patty Cannon rides a coal black steed crossing Mason-Dixon at a brutal speed. Rounding up the fugitive, rounding up the free. The ghost of Patty Cannon rides a cold black steed. Night riders raging down in Minneapolis town, taking that blood money for the old clamp down. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging in the ice and snow. Tear gas and shattered glass everywhere they go. Shots echo down the streets until the crowds they grow. Night riders raging through the ice and snow. Night riders raging down in Minneapolis town, just for standing up, you know they shoot you down. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. The fire in their eyes, such a dreadful sight. The hatred in their hearts burning fierce and violent. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging down in Minneapolis town, hunting for the people with the skin so brown. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Night riders raging in the broad daylight. Got to share that with 10,000 people the other day. That was fun. So this is more of a comfort the afflicted. And a lot of people are writing songs called No Kings, and those are all good. That's good, but I felt like we'd already turned that corner. And so I started to think about, well, someday this is all going to end, because we're going to make it end. And so what will the last day be like when we get the news that it's over? I know it's not going to work that way, but I said, but what if? And the tricky part about this song was writing everything in the present tense. This is called On the Last Day of the King. Feel free to sing along at home. Oh, by the way, I'm playing the harmonica because Sue already did it, so I figure I'll do it too. Anthems echo down the barricades as the bells of freedom ring, and hope once more is waking on the last day of the King. All along the roads the fires glow, and the rubble dreams of spring, and the tender shoots reach upward on the last day of the King, and the tender shoots reach upward on the last day of the King. Lady Justice freed from exile, in her hands the law she brings, and the scales once more are balanced on the last day of the King, and the prison doors fly open, wide open now they swing, and the innocent walk free today on the last day of the King, and the innocent walk free today on the last day of the King. All the acolytes turn traitor, and to their hate no longer cling. And the fever dream has broken on the last day of the king. Every last gun is now silent, every arrow, every sling. And the soldiers all march home again on the last day of the king. And the soldiers all march home again on the last day of the king. And the spirits of the fallen, they all rise up now to sing such a mournful hallelujah on the last day of the king. And a gentle wind is blowing as our darkest fears take wing. And the work now lays before us on the last day of the king. And the work now lays before us on the last day of the king.
Yeah, well sung, well sung.
Wow, what a beautiful
Great
song.
song. Great song.
Thank you.
All right, Cap, let me pass you on over to Mike.
Mine now.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, buddy.
Let me take off this
Yeah.
weapon of
So,
mass destruction.
I always like to do full disclosure with some of the people that we're interviewing here when they're people like Cap, who I've known for multiple decades and been a fan of his music for that entire time, and always glad to hear it.
Thanks, Mike. That means a lot. I
Well,
know your taste, man.
yeah, I do. I have excellent taste. One of the questions I like to ask people who have not an exclusive, but at least a current general tendency in their writing is how much of what you're thinking about, how much of what is springing up in your thoughts to write about in songs is from the current events, is from that. How much is that dominating your songwriting right now?
It didn't used to be so much, but now it's almost everything. But every once in a while, I have little tendrils of songs that I haven't finished. I have a couple from the first Trump administration that I'm just finishing now. So it's like they don't all get written, and I've got a couple of pure love songs. And again, I insist these are all love songs, but purely love songs and nothing political about them. I owe my wife one. I write her one a decade, so I have till next September to finish it. So, but generally, it's from it's about pining for me. It's about pining. That's what music's always been about: wanting something different or missing something. So I don't have a lot of happy tunes, sadly.
So you've written songs about oil workers
Hmm.
and the collapse of their lives, and very, very sympathetic. Someone was talking about songs that are sort of aggressive and songs that are sort of healing, and that one is sort of healing. What do you want from us as your audience? What do you want our responses to be to these songs?
I have no idea. I would hope I would hope that they would resonate with some people. That's really I listen to music for the uplift for myself, and I'm hoping that somebody hears something I sing and they go, "I'm thinking that too." And then if you don't like what I'm saying, I'm hoping you don't throw anything. That's what I tell people at open mics. after I survived the first song. So
Yeah.
I don't really know. I love to play with other people, and I don't get the chance to do that very often. But I know this is not what you asked exactly, but I hope that what I'm writing connects to someone else, and that they find their way into the song too in their own voice. And it always surprises me what it's going to sound like too. I never
Yeah.
know what I'm going to hear, and then that becomes the song.
By the way, he's a lot of fun to play with. Tell you
Which
from
one?
personal experience.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so I have a song that's sort of similar to that last one in the sense that it's not just doom and gloom. You're assuming we're going to make it through this in that second song, and I wrote a song called "I Think We're Going to Make It." You know, that's a similar sort of a thing, and I'm glad to see someone in your strong position as a criticizer offering hope as well, because I think that's, if there's anything else that we learned from the guys with guitars that say things like this machine kills fascists, and all of our former folk singer antecedents that we have, is that in the end, if we're not offering hope as well as the critique,
yeah, yeah,
our,
yeah.
me- our message will be lost. Yeah.
Well, I've got those two. I try and keep it in balance, but it's been harder lately. It's been harder to keep it in balance. So, uh, one thing I admire about Andy, who is not here tonight, is his ability to use humor. And I've only done that in one or two songs where I've been able to pull it off. It's snarky, but it's still humor.
Yeah.
So, and I'm hoping to write more like that because it kind of brings people in on the joke, whatever it is.
Well, yes, and again, it's like I was speaking with Sue Schnitzer about, humor is a subliminal teaching element in those things. You know that from the classroom,
Yeah,
and decades in the classroom. Um, Strong stuff, really strong stuff. It's always a pleasure to hear your music. It's a pleasure to interview, and I am sure we will do so again in not too terribly long.
I'm looking forward to the day when I can write a stupid song about nothing.
Yeah, there you go. And then and
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
you
hoping
haven't.
to do.
Yeah. Feel like that
Make
was
it.
okay. Yeah. All right, Cap. Going to give you back to Rich here. Thank you very much for playing
Thank
for
you.
us.
All right, thanks, guys. Hey, that'd be a great title for a song. Stupid song about nothing. All right, let's head over to Pennsburg, Pennsylvania. We're going to listen to Tom Cooney, who I had mentioned before, was lucky enough to win a dandy guitar. He's going to be playing that dandy tonight. Tom performs at the Philadelphia Folk Song Society / Philadelphia Area Songwriters Alliance. It's a kind of a combined open mic. Also plays a Music Makers open mic, Music Matter Showcase open mic, and he's released 2 albums, and he's currently in the studio working on his third. Links to his albums can be found on Bandcamp, and also on the homepage of his website, tomcooneymusic.com. And Tom, let us know. It looks like the first song you're playing here, at least, is on the dandy. Is that correct?
It is, Rich. Actually, I'm going to stay on the dandy
All right.
for both songs.
Cool. Looking
And
forward to it. Take it
it
away.
was really thank you. It was really great how you and especially Dave described the guitar. It saved me a full minute of describing how unique and how wonderful this guitar sounds. What's kind of neat, because I play jazz and blues as well, and I'm used to larger boxes and resonating acoustic chambers. It's really neat what Dave has achieved here on the acoustic side to get that kind of bigger sound. It's really cool. This first song is called "The Sad-Eyed Boy from Clonmel," and it is about my paternal grandfather and him having to emigrate from Ireland. Well, the fields won't bear again this year. The eyes of sorrow have turned to fear. Everything's been stolen on the cheap. It was hauled across the Irish Sea, leaving empty stomachs and full cemeteries. Now the sad-eyed boy from Clonmel knows there's only one story left to tell. It lies across the wild Atlantic at the break of day, far from these emerald shores in America. There are canals to build and cloth to make, railroads to dig and earth to break, and more labor to be stolen on the cheap in a brand new land of gentry thieves, leaving empty hearts for immigrant dreams. Now the sad-eyed boy from Clonmel knows there's only one story left to tell. It lies across the wild Atlantic at the break of day, far from these emerald shores in America. Maybe new dreams live there for the ones we bury here. You know, maybe Ireland is a fire we carry deep, so deep inside our souls. But the sky cries this morning for the love and for the leaving. May new angels carry us far away to a brand new home. Oh, the sad-eyed boy from Clonmel knows there's only one story left to tell. It's across the wild Atlantic at the break of day, far from these emerald shores in America. It's across the wild Atlantic at the break of day, far from these emerald shores in America.
Sounds sweet.
Thank you kindly. We've talked about how songs take a long time to get where they're supposed to be, especially coming out of you eventually. That was one I was baking it for a couple of decades and didn't know I was. And then when I finally did a little bit of serious research into the famine and the emigration and some of the causes of it, which were non-agricultural, it really got my brain thinking, and I was able to be a little bit more honest with the lyrics, I think, hopefully. So this next song is a song written, it's called Oh Sweet Angie, and it takes place out in the middle of the Albemarle Sound on the Inner Banks in North Carolina. And it's about someone who's got their head back and their feet up. And they're just at a point in their life where they're doing a little thinking. Sleepy time on the Albemarle. I don't have one thing to say. The sun rocks crimson, oh, on the water. A warm evening of a slow Carolina day. Head back, feet up, in my little boat. I'm drifting to and fro. I got a song buried deep in my heart that I can't seem to find or let go. Oh, sweet Angie, come on and stay by my side. Your love saved me. I'm gonna thank you till the day that I die. Well, this old world is full of such joy and sorrow, and I still love it at the end of the day. I watch that strawberry moon climb up out of the ocean. I smell the sweet winds of change coming my way. Oh, sweet Angie, come on and stay by my side. Your love saved me. I wanna thank you till the day that I die. I'm gonna thank you, baby, till the day I die. I'm gonna thank you till the day I die, yeah.
Very smooth. Very smooth. All right, Tom. Sounded great on that dandy, I'll tell you that. Let me
That's
pass
it.
you on over to Mike.
Sweet sounding guitar.
Got it there? Okay. All right. Tom Cooney.
Hey, Mike.
Nice stuff, Slick.
Thanks, man. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. So, when you are in the realm, as you are with the first song, of folk music, I think it's fair to say that you're wandering the folk music woods there in that one. There's a challenge to the songwriter, obviously, to address, in this case, the immigrant commonalities. You know, all the immigrant stories are the same story, and yet they're so not. You know, and you handled that very, very well. I mean, only one story left to tell. What a great line! How did that line come in?
It was the end of the road. There was nowhere else to go. Ireland's population went from 8 million to 4 million during that century. There was no food, the politics, there was no land, there was no way to get land, there was no way to hold office. It was a colony, and it was part of someone else's huge global empire where they did that around the globe. And so there was no place else to go. And finally I said, Mike, that's the words I should use. Don't try to overthink it there.
Yeah. I have Irish relatives, and although my real roots are in Wales, but I have a lot of Irish relatives, and they were all when I was a kid, I would get involved with them and help carry packages from one place to another, and sometimes they gurgled and sometimes they folded, and these people were deeply involved in the IRA. And one of them used to say, "Oh, everybody's so excited about the Germans and how nasty they are. Well, the we Germans learned it all from the British. It's, that's what they used to say." And
Yeah.
this has many antecedents. I think particularly of Fields of Athenry
Yes.
and Thousands Are Sailing and Claire to whatever it is
Oh,
and
yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is a really marvelous update of the type of song. It's one of the things that I think I'm gonna opine, and you're gonna correct me.
Okay.
I think that it partially comes from the fact that you're so well embedded in the Great American Songbook that you can take something that's older and move it forward in time, adding a more modern, feel, a skin almost, to it. What do you think about that?
Um, Thank you. I did add some more chords instead of the basic 3 or 4 or 5 chords that you see in a folk-ish type tune. Um, and I was kind of happy with that. Yet at the same time, I purposefully did the very drum-like pounding on just those middle strings a lot.
Right.
To immediately bring it back to not only folkish things, but the very fundamental, just pounding on a drum kind of thinking.
Yeah. I did note that you had obviously very quickly found one of the magical things about a dandy guitar, which is how great it is at playing single line stuff. Yeah, he got right into that. Um,
That's a great point because neither of those songs is really built for single lines, unless I'm playing with someone and I'm doing a lead. So I made sure that I did a little bit of single line stuff and I did break up chords quite a bit
right,
to
right.
let the dandy shine like it does.
Yeah, it's nice work. Little different feel for the second song. Again, very much Great American Songbook, in terms of what's going on. Let me ask you the classic question. Which first, lyrics, chords, melody?
Uh, that was lyrics first.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it might
it
be.
was lyrics first, and it's obviously a song of someone who's really kind of spacing out at the beginning of it. They're uh, it's just a warm evening, and they've got their head back and their feet up, and they're floating around a sound, and
Right.
he's got a song buried deep in his heart, and he can't seem to find it or let go of it.
Yeah.
And then the third verse kind of brings it all down. What's going on with this character? And finally, it just says, this whole world is full of such joy and sorrow, but I still love it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
that strawberry moon climb up out of the ocean. I
That
wrote it
great line.
on the strawberry moon weekend in June. That was actually a physical reference. I watched that strawberry moon climb up out of the ocean. I smell the sweet winds of change coming my way is the purpose of the whole song.
Yeah.
This
It's
character
great.
has really just beat
And
me. You know,
in the Great American Songbook, there are some, but certainly happy love songs don't dominate it. And it's very nice to get a positive love song out of somebody who's steeped in that. Your lyrics are extremely crafty. The word that came to mind to me is sculptured. You do a lot of painting with the words. The strawberry moon coming up out of the ocean, and some of the feeling statements that you make for that. Very nice stuff.
thank you.
I
Yeah,
love, I love that little shuffle you tossed in the last 8 bars. That was very cool because you're not singing the blues. You're not in the blues at all. But you wanted to play that shuffle, so you did.
it's 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 a lot of fun, and thanks for the compliment on the crafting, as everyone in our playing list knows tonight. Everyone who's playing tonight, you got to keep that eraser ready and just keep honest and keep honing away.
Oh, do you actually erase stuff?
No, I cross it off.
Yeah, I never delete anything, even on the computer. It's
But
always line it out and save it for later. Yeah.
I was writing a notebook, but when I cross something out, I put a single line through it because you often
Right.
go back and of course there's something there you want to save. So yeah.
Yep. Me too. All right, man. Good to see you. This I think is your, if I'm not wrong, this will be your 14th time here. It's always great to have you,
Wow.
and
It's always fun to be here.
I look forward to number 15.
It's always great to see you guys. You're on a tight ship. It's fantastic.
Well, that's all Dave and Rich, those guys.
Will you, Mike?
I'm the loose and the stays part. Okay, Rich, tighten us up.
Oh, Mike. All right. Hey, listen, it's hard to believe, but we're at our final performer, and we are going back out to California, Southern California, to be specific, Lakewood, California. We're going to hear Laura Suarez, and she performs at several places by the beach, Southern California beach, like Harp Inn and Bogart's in Huntington Beach. Most of her performances lately have been online over the past year anyway, which she says has benefits like no lugging around equipment. Oh, don't we know? And listen, many of her songs and info can be found at laurasuarez.com. And you can also hear her on all the major streaming platforms. But tonight, she is wrapping up tonight's show. So, Laura, take it away.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm very inspired. I'll probably write like 3 songs tonight after hearing all these great songwriters. And I also have one question. If I get one of those guitars, am I going to sound as great as Tom? Because that was one.
Absolutely.
Even better.
All right, cool. All right, this song is called My Land too, the first one. It is I have so many feelings about this. It reminds me, I guess, about my aunt, Enriqueta. She she was an immigrant here, worked at in downtown LA at the Garment District. Used to take the bus there every day with her green card and purse, very proudly, worked there all her life. Unfortunately, now it's kind of a ghost town because of ICE. People are all these women are afraid to go to work. I used to live in Huntington Park and kind of impoverished Hispanic neighborhood. Downtown area is kind of a ghost town. People are afraid to just live their lives, and it's really terrible what's happened. And I really appreciated some of the songs about our situation. But I need people to remember that it's going to take years for us to get back to where we were, even when the ICE leaves, even when our deadly king leaves. I mean, it will take years because things are never going to be the same. All the people that have been deported, all of the DACA recipients that were here, many of them serving our country in the military, have been deported, hundreds of them. And also what is not reported is the people that have been killed in ICE detention centers, women who have been sexually assaulted. There are women sitting pregnant right now who have been assaulted by ICE officers and have nobody to go to because nobody is listening to these people. So it's very disheartening, and so that's what motivated me to write this song. It's called My Land Too. This land is all mine, he out to the crowd. Gonna take the people's house, turn it upside down. This land is all mine. He said, do not fear. Anyone who looks like me is always welcome here. But now the streets are flooding, love is breaking through. Cause of fearless people taking back the world we knew. From a West Coast sunrise, casting diamonds in the sand. This is my land. No, I'm not afraid of you. This is my land too.
Great lyrics.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This next one is called Love's in You, and I wrote it originally after the shootings of people coming into churches and elementary schools and killing people, and just wondering what that kind of mentality, where does that come from? And I believe that it comes from just something's missing inside you. And I know that it probably sounds kind of corny and maybe overly optimistic, but I truly believe that you can find that space. And I'm not talking about a religious finding God kind of thing. I'm talking about just finding your own light and your own spirit. And I think that there's people that really need to find their light and find their spirit. Pete Hegseth comes to mind. I mean, I just feel like that evil mentality that he's wants to bomb places just for fun. There's something missing. There's a hole there. So this song is called Love's in You. You might think that love has come and gone. You keep losing reasons to go on. You might think that you will never find a place where you belong. You might think that you're not good enough. Pretty soon you're gonna give it up. But a candle burns in everyone, so let that light shine through. Love is with us in a quiet prayer. Love is with us in the sound we share in every precious moment. Love is there. Love's in you. Love's in you. You might think this world has lost its way. You might think of giving in today. But inside you there's a sacred flame. So let that light shine through. Love is with us in a quiet prayer. Love is with us in the sound we share in every precious moment. Love is there.
song. Okay, Laura, thanks so much. Let me pass you on over to Mike.
Laura Suarez, Lakewood.
Hello.
I've been to Lakewood. Does the what is it called? The old something German restaurant still there?
I have not heard of that. That doesn't
Oh,
mean
yeah.
it could be still there.
Yep. Anyway, first time here.
Yes.
What do you think? You want to come back?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Oh,
I
good.
do.
Glad to hear
I
it.
want that guitar. That's really that's the thing. I want to be in that drawing for the guitar. That's the
Well,
main.
yeah, that's so you want to come back, maybe. Let me also tell you you've seen what we the staff do now in this sort of thing, and so if you contact Dave, www dot whatever we are, yeah,
Dave.com.
yeah.
Dave.gov.
Anyway, you can talk to him about staffing, because when you staff, you get your name in the jar one more time as well.
Right.
So, that's a note to everybody. If you're excuse the term, but if you're jonesing for a dandy, it's a way to kind of jump into the line. Um, Speaking of guitars, your guitar is made in Mexico.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah. The DX10C, the whole that whole line, DX10, DX15, they're all made in Mexico in Martin's plant there. So you get you a dandy and you got that one, you got everything you need.
That's right.
So an immigrant song tonight. That's kind of a theme, here. Um, this is a very cool song. I love the fact that even as you lay out the hope that these ills that you describe very, very well can be cured, I like the fair warning that you give about the costs that evil have that can't be avoided and the time it takes to get back. Why? How is it that that's centered up in this song for you, thematically?
You mean the second song?
The first song.
Oh, the first song. I'm sorry, ask a question again. I'm a little bit nervous.
That's okay. You shouldn't be. You did beautifully. You gave a fair warning about what evil costs in that song, right? And you gave a fair warning about how it takes time to recover from that, to get back from it. How did that become the center of that song?
Because I have I'm a Chicana, I'm second generation citizen, and I feel like a lot of people are just not taking this whole thing seriously with ICE and with Trump, because I think he's just taking a piece of this country that we're never going to get back. I truly believe that, and I just really feel like, I mean, obviously, the man's tearing up the White House, but it's mainly about the way he's destroying people's lives. Lives, they're never going to be the same. And, I'm very fortunate that, I haven't been picked up by ICE. I could very easily have been picked up by ICE. I mean, he's after the Mexicans, and having a criminal record makes no difference. We have 700,000 people that are in ICE detention, and 73% of them have never broken a law. And those who have, this large percentage of them have things like traffic violations. So, every Mexican, every person of color is in danger right now, in my opinion. And I don't think people really take it seriously. I don't know. I look forward to the time, listening to songs about, when the king is dead, whatever. No, but when it's going to be over. But really, when is it going to be over? I don't know. It's going to take years and years, and I think people need to realize that and take it seriously.
Yeah. Well, your song displays that very fulsomely, very, very well indeed. And your second one, another optimistic song. Hey, I like the fact that your choice of people to point out their wrongness in terms of that, having that hole in the heart. Hegseth is an excellent choice for that. What a tool. The optimistic view that you gave it, how did you manage to generate that?
Because, in things that I have gone through in my life, I mean, luckily I've never shot anybody or wanted to do physical harm to anybody. But I do believe that when you are in the depths of your depression, anger, whatever it is, you can climb out. You can find your way out. It's not easy, and but you can do it. And I had a health crisis a few years ago. I had a stroke, and things were really tough. And you find a way out if you really want to. And I'm, like I say, I'm not talking about a religion. I'm talking about just finding your space of your sacred space deep inside. And I think everybody has it there. I know you may disagree with that, but I truly believe that.
I sure don't disagree.
Oh, good.
I am delighted that you came to close the show for us tonight. It was a perfect capstone to what I think is a very good evening of music. And come help us out again sometime, will you?
I definitely will. Okay. Thank you.
Right. All right, Rich, your ball.
All right. Laura, 3 words. We will overcome. All right. It hard to believe it, but we've gone through another show. What a great group of performers tonight. I'm going to thank our performers quickly, one by one. And performers, feel free to wave to the audience when I say your name. So tonight we had Steve Azzaro, Joel Vargas, Henry Kaiser, Sue Schnitzer, Cap Wilhelm Safian, Tom Cooney, and Laura Suarez. Remember to check our website out, openmicamerica.com, for links to the music of all OMA performers, and you can find archives of all of our shows. Also, I want to thank my buddy Mike Simpson, tonight's interviewing host, and my buddy Daphne Ramil, tonight's engineer, and also the one and only, our founder, Capo Dave Williams. And I'd also like to thank the audience on YouTube, those who tuned in to watch it live, and those who will be watching in the coming weeks and months. If you like this show, please spread the word. Don't keep it a secret. You can even download and print your own posters from our website, hang them somewhere where folks can see them. You can also get this nifty, take a look, I gotta say, this t-shirt. You can make your own and order your own open mic t-shirt, openmicamerica.com t-shirt. I get tons of comments on it when I wear. Well, no, I never wear it outside. No, that's not true. I do wear it outside. It's a cool T-shirt, and if you go to our website, openmicamerica.com, you can actually design your own. You can have this logo as big or as small as you like, and pick the T-shirt, and it's a real cool deal. Please check out your local and virtual open mics. We have listed the ones where our performers play under the local open mics tab on our website. So we are always here the first and third Sundays of every month. So that makes our next show Sunday, April 19th, same time, same station. Stay tuned for the next full lineup of performers. So I am going to ask all of our performers to mute. I see they have. And I am going to say, good night, America.
If you meet me at the corner of Russell and Albina, just about a block from Mississippi Avenue, I'll take you to a house where they hang carpets on the wall. And if we go there on a Sunday, there's a song I'll take you through.